What does a strong coaching and mentoring system look like for new and experienced educators? Well, in the ever-evolving landscape of education, one constant remains true. The quality of teaching has a direct impact on student outcomes. Yet, many school districts invest heavily in curriculum and technology while under-investing in their most valuable asset, their educators. You see, a robust coaching and mentoring system isn't merely nice to have. It's essential for both teacher retention and professional growth. But what exactly does an effective system look like? And how does it differ from what we do for novice teachers versus veterans? So let's talk about educational coaching and mentoring challenges, because there are some. Many districts make critical errors when implementing coaching programs. First, they often adopt a one-size-fits-all approach, failing to differentiate between the needs of new teachers and experienced educators. While new teachers require foundational support, veteran teachers need intellectual challenge and renewal. Another mistake is treating coaching as evaluative rather than supportive. When teachers perceive coaching as tied to performance reviews, psychological safety diminishes, reducing receptiveness to feedback. As Jim Knight notes in his coaching research, teachers need to feel safe before they can change. Perhaps the most damaging error is implementing inconsistent, underfunded programs with coaches who lack proper training themselves. A part-time mentor with a full teaching load cannot provide the consistent support that is truly transformative for teaching practice. So how do we resolve this and address those challenges? Well, it is through effective coaching. Strong coaching systems begin with the right mindset, one that views teaching as a complex profession rather than requiring ongoing and developing skills by educators to be mastered at once. This growth-oriented perspective recognizes that even master teachers benefit from reflection and refinement. Effective systems view coaching as collaborative rather than hierarchical. The best mentors approach their role as thought partners rather than experts dispensing wisdom. They understand that meaningful change comes from within and that their job is to facilitate teacher-led discovery and growth. Additionally, successful programs embrace differentiation. They recognize that coaching a first-year teacher differs fundamentally from supporting a 20-year veteran seeking to revitalize their practice. So now that we understand what we need to do, let's talk about methods that work. The strongest coaching systems incorporate multiple methods tailored to teacher experience levels. So for new educators, structured weekly observations with specific actionable feedback is the first thing. Next, just-in-time support for immediate classroom challenges, followed by gradual release of responsibility as confidence builds. Next, you want to model effective practices by mentoring teachers. Emotional support and community building to combat isolation. And last but not least, focused on high leverage teaching moves that impact student learning. Now, for experienced educators, we're going to shift our coaching style. We're going to start with inquiry-based coaching centered on teacher-identified problems of practice, followed by peer observation networks that leverage collective expertise. Next, action research opportunities to explore instructional innovations. Leadership pathways that allow veterans to mentor newer colleagues. You can also have specialized learning communities focused on advanced pedagogical approaches. And last but not least, regular reflection on core values and purpose to prevent burnout. So regardless of experience level, the most effective programs incorporate protected time for coaching conversations, clear structures for observation and feedback, and opportunities for teachers to observe exemplary practices. They can also collect data on implementation and impact, continuously refining their approach. When you pull all of those things together, then you are talking about building a culture of continuous improvement. You see, the strongest coaching systems don't exist in isolation. They're embedded within a broader culture of professional learning. As Elena Aguilera emphasizes in her coaching work, coaching must be connected to a school's mission, vision, and goals. So when coaching aligns with district priorities and professional development offerings, its impact multiplies. So I've shared a lot of great information with you, and I know you're wondering, now what? Well, as an administrator, begin by auditing your current coaching and mentoring practices. Ask yourself, are they differentiated for various career stages? Do coaches receive adequate training and unprotected time? Is coaching perceived as supportive rather than evaluative? Next, gather feedback from teachers about their coaching experiences. What's working? What's missing? Use this data to redesign your approach, ensuring it addresses both the technical and emotional aspects of teaching. Finally, commit to sustainability. Effective coaching isn't a one-year initiative, but a long-term investment in your educational community. So protect this commitment in your budget and master schedule, even with competing priorities, which will always emerge. By developing a coaching system that truly meets educators where they are, whether in their first classroom or their 20th, you build not just better teachers, but a stronger, more resilient school community capable of serving students for years to come.